Hello everyone. I'm going to show you the features of my new add-on called SubD Flow. We'll start with the installation. Once you've downloaded the zip file, simply drag and drop it into Blender and click OK. Since I already have it installed, I won't click it again. Next, go to Edit, Preferences, search for SubD Flow in the Add-ons tab, and make sure it is enabled. Click Save Preferences and you're all set. You will find the new menu in the end panel, depending on what else you have installed. I wanted to create a tool that makes SubD modeling in Blender easier and more intuitive. In Blender, it was quite annoying to add a modifier by going to the Modifier tab, clicking Add Modifier, selecting Subdivision Surface, and then adjusting levels. It's a lot of clicks. Also, when working in edit mode, jumping between high and low subdivisions required constantly toggling the modifier, which slowed down my workflow. With SubD Flow, you can easily select levels right at the top. If I select level 2, the Blender adds a SubD modifier and edit cage is applied immediately. Using the new hotkey B, you can toggle the modifier on and off. You can work on your model and use B to jump in and out, while the last SubD level is remembered. With edit cage on, your vertices stay directly on the smoothed surface. If you turn it off, they return to the original cube shape. The new hotkey B to toggle the modifier also works when selecting multiple objects, and with Shift B, you can toggle the visibility of the wireframe. A key feature for creating backups at specific stages of your process is the Snapshot button at the top. When you click Snapshot, a new collection is created using your object's name. It saves a copy of your object in its current state. As you continue working, you can take more snapshots of your model in the same collection. If you enable visibility in the viewport, you can see these copies. This allows you to constantly fall back on safety copies if anything goes wrong during modeling. Moving on to the MatCap section, I wanted to change MatCaps with only a few clicks. Depending on the model, I want to display details properly, so I built MatCap options directly into the menu. You can choose between Studio Light MatCaps and Flat Shading. I'm using my own custom MatCaps, especially for hard surface work. These are available on Gumroad. Let's work with this one. Not only does your model look cool in the viewport, it helps you to see all highlights and pinching problems while modeling. Best thing is these MatCaps also work in plasticity, so for everyone using Blender and plasticity, that's a nice feature. It was important to me to have a gumball and pivot section. In edit mode, you can toggle the gumball on or off and adjust its size as needed. Regarding the pivot, I wanted better control. For example, I can select a face as the active selection and set the pivot to active to align it exactly to that corner. This also works for edge and vertex selections, and you can quickly switch between active and center, or align the gumball to global or normals. Next are grids and guides. You can toggle the floor or the axes on and off very easily. You can also use Shift B in edit mode to hide all overlays. Then we have the mirror section. You can add a mirror modifier from the menu, select your axes, and toggle clipping, cage, or apply mirror. If you use hard ops, it works perfectly with the Alt-X shortcut. A great feature here, if you add a SubD modifier, the mirror modifier is automatically moved to the top of the stack, ensuring it always stays above the subdivision even if you start dragging it down, it will snap back. Next are the mesh tools. Mesh tools is a collection of tools that I use while SubD modeling. You can use the SubD bevel to add support loops to an edge. I have integrated loop tools circle and bridge edge loops. Lattice is another powerful feature. Just click Quick Lattice, and a lattice object is created perfectly around your selection. You jump into edit mode so you can start deforming immediately. In the Solidify section, you can click Add Solidify to give your object thickness. You can adjust the thickness, offset, and even set crease values for the inner, outer, and rim edges all in one place. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out on Instagram or leave a comment here on YouTube. I've linked everything in the description, including the add-on on Gumroad and my MatCap packs. I hope you enjoy the add-on, have fun modeling, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.